Right now, an investigation is underway to figure out what caused an explosion in downtown Madison. We're live at the scene with the latest.
Flash flooding is occurring across central Dane County. We'll track this line of thunderstorms, and I'll let you know when you can expect it to end.
Also, just in time for Juneteenth, the Centers for Black Excellence held a groundbreaking years in the making. We'll take you there. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
They do, they do crank out the oil.
Good Lord.
What was that?
I think that was a
thunder, I think.
Well, that was the moment an underground explosion shook downtown Madison this morning. And that's where we find our Maddie Heimsch tonight with details of both the incident and firsthand accounts from neighbors. Maddie, what have you learned?
Yes, Susan, I'm at the intersection of North Broome and West Johnson Streets where that explosion blew a manhole cover out of the ground just before 8 a.m. this morning, making a noise that neighbors tell me was like thunder, but twice as loud. Take a listen.
It was a huge boom. I mean, it scared us awake.
That's how neighbor Carl Vahuska woke up this morning. Scared. The downtown resident says his lamp was knocked over, his blinds off the wall, and when he looked outside, shattered windows lined the block. The source? An underground blast, lifting a manhole cover feet from the ground and smoke rising from beneath.
Definitely, I think everyone on this block probably heard it.
Gordy Young doesn't need to recall the sound.
Yeah, I did.
Live on air for his radio show just a block from the incident, he was caught in the moment as it happened.
Suddenly, this just enormous sound. It sounded like thunder at first, but it was much deeper and much more resonant than thunder. And the table shook, and the window next to it.
The whole building shook, kind of, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I think I said, "Oh Lord," or something like that.
Following the blast, 2 construction workers were taken from the site at 301 North Broome Street to the hospital, but their fire-related injuries were deemed non-life-threatening. Madison Gas and Electric replaced the construction crews on the scene, investigating potential further threats from the underground system where the explosion originated, eventually reporting only, quote, residual odors.
It was something I'll never forget. Just the feeling. Just the actual vibration.
Madison Gas and Electric is still here on scene, continuing to investigate what exactly caused that explosion. For now, reporting live in downtown Madison, Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Maddie, thank you. To an update now on a Madison shooting suspect. A woman is in custody after Eau Claire police accused her of helping a suspect evade capture. Investigators claim Candace Rogers helped Jerome Jacobs by hiding him in her vehicle and driving away. Jacobs is wanted in a June 9th shooting on Trafalgar Street in Madison. Last week, he fled from police on foot during an attempted traffic stop. Police say Jacobs met up with Rogers, who hid him in her vehicle. Rogers is in the Eau Claire County Jail on charges of harboring and aiding a felon. Jacobs is still on the loose. Well, temperatures were a little cooler today, and some heavy rain this afternoon has popped up on the radar. Here's Alex with the forecast.
Yeah, Susan, boy, oh boy, we have still plenty of humidity out there. And as a cold front is moving right through Dane County right now, we've had a persistent area of showers and thunderstorms producing torrential rainfall. We have a flash flood warning in effect for the central portion of Dane County now until 8 p.m. Upwards of 1, 2, maybe even a little bit more isolated amounts just along and south of the Beltline, as you can see here with our rainfall estimate. Areas between, let's say, McKee Road over towards Fish Hatchery, just along and south of the Beltline in the Fitchburg area, estimates between 1 and 2 inches of rain just within the last hour. And we have more showers and thunderstorms falling very heavily along McKee Road, along the Beltline, and areas right up across the center portion of Dane County, as you can see, stretching really right along U.S. Highway 151 all the way up to Sun Prairie. And this line is very slowly moving, anticipating perhaps another ½ inch, maybe another inch of rain along this corridor. It's isolated, but again, if there is any flooding in your area, if you have water over the roads, you should not be driving in that roads that are covered by water at this point in time, and that goes until 8 o'clock this evening, that flash flood warning for central Dane County. Radar 3000 showing it's pretty isolated. The better chances for those showers and for those thunderstorms are right along that cold front from Madison and points off towards the south and towards the east. Can't rule out an isolated severe storm this evening. We should quiet down as we head towards the later evening hours, but we have more storm chances in the forecast. I'll outline those coming up.
All right, Alex, thank you. And even though we aren't in alert day conditions, it's still hot and humid out there. So here are some tips to stay safe in the heat. Greene County Public Health recommends familiarizing yourself with the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Never leave children or pets alone in a closed vehicle. Drink water even if you're not feeling thirsty, and make sure you check on your animals frequently. They can show signs of heat-related illness much earlier than people do. For this heat and any upcoming alert days, make sure to stay up to date on the weather with our First Warn Forecast weather app. It has hourly forecasts, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC weather. A fitting day today for a fitting mission as Juneteenth celebrations continue across southern Wisconsin. Dozens turned out today for a groundbreaking that was years in the making. The Center for Black Excellence and Culture is marking the start of a new era in Madison. Our Jalen Banks was at the event and joins us with more.
Susan, the groundbreaking was a moment of unity, joy, and a realization that a place for Madison's black community was finally coming to fruition.
3, 2, 1, toss it!
Joined by hundreds, Reverend Alex G. and members of the community broke ground on the Center for Black Excellence and Culture. The center, as it's been coined, will be a place of arts, leadership, economic development, and so much more for the black community here in Madison and the state. And G says this was not possible without the support of the community.
This accomplishment is a testament to the power of collective effort and shared belief in the importance and the impact upon society. You told me you were going to do it, and this community will not forget how you all went to battle for us.
The center is expected to be open to the public by late 2025. And tonight at 6, we'll hear more from Alex G., the CEO of the center, in a one-on-one sit-down interview.
We will see you at 6, Jalen. Thank you. Right now, multiple Juneteenth celebrations are currently underway as we speak. Sun Prairie is hosting its 2024 Juneteenth celebration. It started at 4 and runs until 7 tonight at Wetmore Park. The event will feature educational activities and speakers, performances, and a resource fair, and much more. Governor Evers today, along with the Wisconsin Housing and Economic Development Authority, announcing a new record for Wisconsin housing. The WIDA has reached an all-time level in home purchases. This announcement comes after Governor Evers' declaration of June as Wisconsin Home Ownership Month. The amount of home purchases shot up over 240% this year. That equates to over 2,700 home loans, totaling more than $550 million. Well, Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is back with another look at your First Warn forecast next at 5. Plus, as kids are on summer break, some warnings about social media continue to rise. We'll tell you how families can provide a safe balance on screen time next. The stock market is closed today in observance of the Juneteenth holiday. No new changes to report on the markets. We're back after this.
We're looking for 200 homeowners this month interested in getting new landscape borders. Our borders are laid in one piece using a high-performance concrete mix, and we add fibers and steel cable to maximize strength and durability. Our cutting-edge materials and process ensure that your borders will not fade, discolor, or disconnect, and will look beautiful for years to come. And all of our borders are covered by our extensive lifetime warranty. Boost your curb appeal with easy-to-mow-around, long-lasting, beautiful landscape borders. Visit the website or call the number for your new borders today.
Like a bowl of cherries, life in Attic Angel is healthy and sweet. Our independent and assisted living lifestyles include newly renovated apartments, engaging social activities, and wellness support that is tailored to you. As time marches on, we promote the idea that life can always be a bowl of cherries. Attic Angel Community, the house that angels built.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're headed across town or across the country, we get you tires and batteries, trust and care during our summer tire sale. Right now, buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Rewards members get an extra $25 instant savings on any set of 4. New 5 quarts of Blaine's brand full synthetic motor oil, $23.99. Rewards members save an extra $3. Plus, this Generac portable generator, $300 off. Tires and batteries, trust and care at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
All month long on Buzzed Into Madison, we are celebrating our hard-working Wisconsin dairy farmers.
And next, Buzzed Into Madison is going to Larson Acres.
Right here in Evansville, Sandy and her family have an amazing story. All that and more on the next Buzzed Into Madison.
I work in quality control at a clean energy battery company. As a mom, I have a lot of pride working here. We're creating a better world for our children. You see climate change getting worse, and Joe Biden's clean energy plan is doing something about it. There's been a huge investment in clean energy jobs like mine. I'm very passionate about my kids' future, and I want a cleaner, brighter future for them. In clean energy, I know we are making a difference. It feels very good to be part of something that can change the world.
Turn your old deck into dollars. You can trade in your old deck and earn cash back towards a brand new deck that is backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. All you have to do is visit TradeInMyDeck.com, answer a few quick questions, and you'll see your estimated trade-in value instantly. Visit TradeInMyDeck.com.
Wisconsin's U.S. Senate race takes center stage in a News 3 Now reality check. I'll drill into the latest campaign ads attacking Tammy Baldwin and challenger Eric Hovde, clarifying the messages and finding the facts. Reality check, Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
The nation's top call for action team is going strong at News 3 Now, with more than 160 cases closed and over $444,000 recovered. If you need help moving forward, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now, voted Station of the Year 2023 by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Next tonight at 5, a panel of UW lacrosse professors held a hearing to decide whether former Chancellor Joe Gao should be stripped of his tenure. News 8 Now's Allison Fergott is live at the Omni Center where Gao defended himself and his position today. Allison?
So far, tensions have been high in this hearing. Joe Gao and UW system attorneys have been trading barbs, with Gao even bringing up that he might file a formal lawsuit to bring this into a formal courtroom. So far, 5 witnesses have testified, one of them even being Joe Gao himself. And there's been a wide range of topics that they've covered. The first witness was a forensic examiner who spoke about finding a PDF connected to a pornographic website on Gao's computer. Gao called into question some of the dates the examiner brought up, and attorneys asked this examiner to re-verify the dates within the next 24 hours. The second witness was UWL's Communication Studies Department Chair, Dr. Linda Dickmeyer. She testified that she would not want Gao teaching in her department.
Do you want Dr. Gao teaching in your department?
I do not want Dr. Gao to teach in our department based on my past experience and observations of having him in the classroom.
The box that you check.
Dickmeyer said Gao struggles to keep his personal and professional lives separate. A human resources official also spoke about Gao's failure to meet with investigators. Gao disagreed with that charge and said they decided to finish the investigation before he could find an attorney. The official said that counted as failure to comply. During Gao's testimony, he spoke about the books he and his wife Carmen Wilson wrote under pseudonyms, saying they are based off a true story, but not completely true. Interim Chancellor Betsy Morgan was the last witness to testify for UWL. She testified about the impact the scandal has had on the university. Earlier today, Gao said he'll be only calling one witness, and that just so happens to be Betsy Morgan. She will be questioned at 9 a.m. tomorrow when this hearing reconvenes. After that, it'll probably go to the 5 panelists to make their decision for need to vote to dismiss. Reporting in Onalaska, Allison Fergott, back to you.
Allison, thank you very much. The Surgeon General wants a warning label on social media apps. And one city school system just moved toward banning cell phones. But these plans take time, and kids are out on summer break now. Karen Kafa is in Washington with a look at how families can strike a balance on screen time.
School is out, and Dr. Michael Rich, founder of the Digital Wellness Lab at Boston Children's Hospital, wants to bring back boredom.
So we fill it with what ifs and dreams and let's do this, as opposed to defaulting to a screen and basically giving over our attention and our mind to someone else.
There's been a lot of conversation this week about children and screen time.
Yes.
On Tuesday, the board of the Los Angeles Unified School District voted in favor of a ban on cell phones during the school day, effective January 2025. And in a New York Times op-ed Monday, U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy proposed social media apps have warning labels like alcohol and cigarettes.
If we can come together, have each other's backs, and make a pact to put in place these rules for our families, it's easier for us. It's also easier for our kids.
Stephen Balcom, founder and CEO of the Family Online Safety Institute, says he'd like Congress to act on online privacy and safety and for tech companies to be more responsible. But for now, households should make rules.
And realize and factor in downtime and, screen-free zones in the house like the bedroom or the dining room table, screen-free time zones like dinner, like mealtime.
Balcom and Dr. Michael Rich say parents can lead by example and put down their devices, too.
Let's remember how precious this time is with these kids. They're not going to be this age forever. Let's enjoy them.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
Let's get a look at the weather now. Heavy rain in downtown Madison right now, Alex.
Yeah, Susan, very isolated area right across Highway 151. We have very, very heavy rainfall, torrential rainfall. You can see just how big some of these raindrops are, and it's because it's extremely humid outside across portions of southern Wisconsin. Dew points near 70. That thunderstorm right across the center part of Dane County. We've had heavy rainfall. We have a flash flood warning for the center part of Dane County. Our rainfall estimate, I think, is doing a really good job of capturing just how much rain has fallen over the past hour between 151 and, let's say, Highway 14. It's isolated right over the Fitchburg area, Seminole Highway, Fitch Hatchery Road, anywhere between 2 and maybe upwards of 2.5 to 3 inches just south of the southern part of the Beltline. And this is for the entire center part of Dane County, stretching right along Highway 151 up to Sun Prairie. This is radar indicated, but we are getting reports here from our folks with the National Weather Service that there is flooding being reported over portions of downtown Madison. If you have water covering the road, you should not be driving into that. It only takes a few inches of water for a car to float. We don't want any of that to occur across the center part of Dane County. The rain's going to continue here for at least probably another half hour to an hour. And this is right along a cold front that's moving through southern Wisconsin right now. It's a slow moving area of showers and thunderstorms. Radar 3000 showing that persistent shower and thunderstorm activity eventually moving off towards the east. Really, Madison and points from 151 and south and east stand the better chance for showers and thunderstorms tonight. An isolated storm could get revved up and produce maybe some gusty winds, but it's the flooding risk right now that's the highest with this line of showers and storms. So actually bumping this moderate, maybe up to high here, would be more appropriate for the flooding risk across Dane County. Planning your evening here in Madison, that thunderstorm, especially for the center part of Dane County and the center part of Madison off to the east part of Madison. In fact, the west part of Dane County and the western part of Madison hadn't really seen much of any rain at all. It's that concentrated. By the time we get to 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, temperatures falling, still a bit on the muggy side with a few more showers as we go later into the nighttime hours. We lose the heating of the day. The shower and storm chances go down, or at least the thunderstorm chances go down, although that front going to the south is going to try to work itself back north as a warm front as we go Thursday into Friday, bringing more scattered shower and thunderstorm chances. Not expecting widespread severe weather with this front moving back towards the north, but the heavy rainfall with the humidity around most certainly going to be something that we have to deal with. And we've been mentioning that all week, that our thoughts were, as this pattern sets up this week, that the heavy rainfall may be the most likely threat from these storms. Although we're watching a cold front coming through as we go Saturday evening, and that front could bring another line of showers and thunderstorms to the area, lining up right around 11 11 o'clock right across the heart of southern Wisconsin. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that, along with the heavy rainfall that is expected across all of southern Wisconsin. After we get past that front on Saturday, we dry out, at least some, with some on and off storm chances as we go out later into next week. Take a quick peek at traffic. I suspect the Beltline's probably not doing too great right now. 15 miles per hour on 12 eastbound right on the southern part of the Beltline, and we do have an entry ramp incident near Seminole Highway. That is exactly where I was showing. We had that heavy rainfall, perhaps upwards of 2 to 3 inches across that southern part of the Beltline. Going off towards the south and towards the east, conditions are just fine down in Janesville at 70 miles per hour, and up in the Dells just fine at 70 miles per hour. We'll be keeping an eye on this rainfall event in central Dane County. Susan?
All right, Alex, thank you. Coming up next at 5, mourning the loss of baseball legend Willie Mays. A look back at the life and legacy of a pioneer on the diamond when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Sockberry Healthcare is here to help. To help with your shoulder pain,
your knee injury,
that hip that bothers you, with your foot or ankle pain.
We focus on quality.
We focus on results.
And take time to listen.
So that your care is the best care for you.
You.
You. You.
For you. We're here for you.
Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics. Listening, healing, caring. It's in our nature.
All the best parts of summer are here at Summerfest. 600 artists, 12 stages, 3 unforgettable weekends. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Find tickets, lineup, and more at summerfest.com.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures. Trust your feet to Morgan's Shoes.
Birkenstock ushers in a new collection with clean lines, easier than ever closures, and the most necessary footbed in your closet. Slide into Morgan's Shoes and shop our new Birkenstock arrivals. See what's fresh for spring and summer. Birkenstock platforms and wedges, cork-powered sneakers, or up your game with our iconic men's and women's sandals.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
Get mega savings on mega fresh produce this Thursday through Sunday during Hy-Vee's Mega Produce Sale. Basket and bushel strawberries, just $1.49 a pound when you buy a 2-pound pack. Red grapes, just 99 cents a pound. Candy cantaloupe, just $1.49 each. Plus, over 100 additional produce items on sale. If you're picky about produce and delighted by deals, you won't want to miss the Mega Produce Sale this Thursday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Update your home with low-maintenance vinyl windows from Jeld-Wen. They're durable and energy efficient, saving you money. Get this single-hung window for only $139 after rebate. Check out our great selection of air conditioners. We're sure to have what you need to fit your specific space. This Denali air unit is only $159.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Empire makes it so easy that you just don't need to shop around.
Real customers share their stories about Empire today.
Everything from the beginning to the end of the process was perfect. It only took 3 days from start to finish. Their installation was unbelievable. I am so glad that we chose Empire. Everything that we need to get it done and get it done right. The new flooring just changes your whole house.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
The baseball community is mourning the loss of a legend. San Francisco Giants icon Willie Mays died yesterday at the age of 93. According to a statement from the Giants, the Hall of Famer died peacefully, surrounded by his loved ones. Mays played 23 major league seasons, spending most of that time with the New York Giants and San Francisco Giants. Andy Scholes has more on the legacy that May leaves behind.
From the time he set foot in the major leagues as a 20-year-old rookie for the New York Giants in 1951 to his last days with the Mets 22 years later, no one played like Willie Mays. Born in Alabama, he earned the nickname the Say Hey Kid for his enthusiasm towards baseball. He played in 24 All-Star games, was twice voted National League MVP, and slammed 660 home runs to rank 6th on the all-time list.
When I got the first hit off of one spun, New York was like my family. They embraced me like my mother and dad says. And my dad says, when you go to New York, if they slap you, you turn the other cheek. Because if you don't, they're gonna shoot you. Yeah.
Mays was as dominant in the field as he was at the plate, winning 12 Gold Gloves. In Game 1 of the 1954 World Series, his over-the-shoulder catch was considered the key point in the Giants' shocking sweep of the Indians and has gone down in history as one of the game's most memorable catches.
People talk about the catch, and I don't understand why, because I did many things other than just, catch a ball. But when you find something like that in the World Series, they had to pick a highlight, and they picked, I guess, that one for the highlight.
In 1958, Mays made the move out west with the Giants and batted a career-high .347. 7 years later, Mays had one of his best seasons, clubbing 52 home runs, winning his second MVP award. During the 1972 season, the 41-year-old was dealt back to New York to play for the Mets. In what became the last at-bat of his career, Mays hit a game-winning single in the 12th inning of Game 2 of the 1973 World Series, putting an exclamation point on a one-of-a-kind career. But perhaps even greater than his performance on the field was the legacy he left off it. Playing his first major league game just 4 years after Jackie Robinson broke baseball's color barrier, Mays helped to carry the torch for future black baseball players and athletes, and he inspired his community for generations to come.
A few years ago, Willie rode with me on Air Force One. I told him then what I'll tell all of you now. It's because of giants like Willie that someone like me could even think about running for president.
In 2015, President Obama bestowed Mays with the nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. His number 24 is retired by the San Francisco Giants. We're back with a final check of the forecast after a short break.
It's their classic rock that brings audiences to their feet. It's Blue Oyster Cult, performing live Saturday, August 31st at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster. Over 5 decades of music, thrilling fans everywhere. It's Blue Oyster Cult, August 31st at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
We've been everywhere. We've coated patios, pool decks, basements, hospitals, warehouses, walkways, man caves, churches, schools, airports, hotels, and garages. If it's concrete, TSR will coat it.
It's time for the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Don't miss your chance to tour 32 newly constructed homes filled with the newest trends and products. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
All month long on Buzzed Into Madison, we are celebrating our hard-working Wisconsin dairy farmers.
And next, Buzzed Into Madison is going to Larson Acres.
Right here in Evansville, Sandy and her family have an amazing story. All that and more on the next Buzzed Into Madison.
We're looking for 200 homeowners this month interested in getting new landscape borders. Our cutting-edge materials and installation process ensures that your borders will not fade, discolor, or disconnect and will look beautiful for years to come. All covered by our extensive lifetime warranty. Visit the website or call the number for your new borders today.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sonobello changed my life. Sono Bello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit. After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-357-3263 or go to sonobello.com.
Let's do this. Introducing Chevy's best lineup of SUVs ever. The rugged, always-ready Trailblazer, the first ever Traverse Z71, and the Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. When it's your time to shine, Chevy's got you.
Get 1.9% financing on select popular 2024 Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, in the final hours of spring, the triple weather threat facing the country: wildfires, storms, and intense heat. The destruction from the massive fires and the science behind these threatened conditions. What's causing it? That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
I'm Meryl Hubbard, and tonight at 6, the UW-Madison Department of Food Science is researching a way to make non-melting ice cream.
And finally tonight, while many Americans are suffering from a record early heat wave, the calendar gives us a chance to cool off because tomorrow is National Vanilla Milkshake Day. It's my favorite. Every year on June 20th, the flavor that serves as the base for most milkshakes is honored. Surprisingly, milkshakes got their start as an alcoholic drink. The first reference in print was in 1885 and featured a concoction made of cream, eggs, and whiskey. Well, that all changed in the early 1900s. And tomorrow is the longest day of the year, too, right?
That's indeed. Summer begins, even though it's felt like summer for days and weeks now. It's been so warm, and with all the warm and humid conditions, we've got these thunderstorms right over the heart of Dane County, causing flash flooding conditions over the central part of Dane County. Rainfall estimates anywhere between 1, 2. We've even just had a social media report of 2.5 inches between Sun Prairie and Marshall, and it's very isolated. Look at this, folks. On the west side of Madison, nothing. East side of Madison, just a little bit. We'll be keeping an eye on this line of storms, and more storms expected the next couple days.
Yeah, we couldn't see the Capitol, and now it's clear as a bell. Thank you, Alex. Have a good evening, everybody. Hope to see you back here at 6.